Back again in my last tutorial on drawing Katniss. I just kind of covered my drawing process and a few random questions that I previously had in Photoshop, but not very extensive. So since then, I've had a few comments on Tumblr, a few comments on DA, different things, asking specific questions. So I decided to answer them here. One of the questions was if I use a mouse or if I use a tablet. I do use a tablet. I have a Wacom Graphire tablet. It's a little bit on the older version. I think I got it in about 2005 or 2006. I don't even think they make this tablet anymore. Tablets, if you are looking into buying one or thinking about it, test one out if you can. If you have a friend who has one, play with it first. It takes a little bit getting used to the hand-eye coordination involved with it because it's not like drawing right on a piece of paper that is directly in front of you, because you have to look at the Wacom tablet and then look at your screen to see what you're drawing. So try one out first if you can. If you can't and are still interested in getting one, my suggestion is to just go ahead and get one of the $70 bamboo tablets. They're one of the cheaper ones. It will let you know whether you like the use of a tablet or not. And it's pretty, especially for if you're starting out, it's a pretty decent quality, as opposed to spending like $200 plus on a tablet that you might not even like. So that would be my suggestion, and if you don't like it, return it. Anyway, so there's that question. One of the other questions I had was about DPI and what's the difference, how do you change it, what's going on. So up here we'll go to File and hit a new folder, and it's giving me this. Right down here, resolution, this is where your DPI is. Usually sometimes you'll see them preset as 72. 72 is web images, so little icons you'll see on there, people's banners might be at 72 resolution. If you try to print them out or make them bigger, they get horribly pixelated and they don't really look good. If you're looking for print quality or doing digital art, you're going to want to go with at least a 300 DPI. That's print quality. If you're looking at color mode, the two main ones that I've used are RGB, which is for web and video, or CMYK, which is print. So for this one, we would go with RGB, which is what I'm coloring with on my example today. So we're going to cancel that because I already have an image ready for prepping. We are going to cover how do you take a piece that you scanned in and give it a transparent background, and how to prep that to get a line art. So I already have it scanned in, and I already had messed with it a little bit beforehand to make this go quicker. But what you would want to do is they'll sometimes come up looking really, really messy. And one of the ways to clean that up is to go into your image and then adjustments and go to your levels. Here you can go ahead and move this. It will make your image darker, and this side will make it lighter. But you do have to pay attention because, let me zoom in here, you can start losing some of the line quality. Like this looks really rough as opposed to where I have this. Yes, it's a lighter image, but I don't lose all of the quality of those pretty lines I put in. So I could probably stand to do a little darker. Let's see. So we'll put it a little darker, hit OK. And it's kind of messy in the background, but you can clean that up later with just a paintbrush. Anyway, so now we're going to go into how to make it transparent. So I'm going to go ahead and select all and copy my image. Once I do that, I go up to Edit, then to Fill, and I fill it with white. You'll notice your image is gone. Don't freak out, it's supposed to happen. So then I'll go over to my Channels tab. If your Channels tab isn't already opened up over there, just click on Window, go down, check Channels, and it will appear for you. Once I'm in my Channels tab, I'm going to go over to this little button here, and start a new channel. Here everything's all set for me. I've got my opacities at 100, setting black, masked areas. You can name it whatever you like. I just leave it as alpha 1 because I don't really mess with the channels too much after this. Click OK. Image sits black, and then I just paste my image into there. Now I'm going to go back to my Layers tab after I've done that, and I'm going to click down here to start a new transparent layer. Then I'm going to want to go up to Select and down to Load Selection. When you get to the Load Selection screen, under Channel, just click on the one that you just created, the one, and click OK. If you get a little trigger happy here and just go ahead and hit Fill right away, it's going to give you a subtractive look of your line art. So what you're going to want to do is you can either go up to Select and then Inverse, or you can hit the Command or Control I depending on if you have a Mac or a PC. From there you can go ahead and we'll pick a color for our line art. I'm going to go ahead, I was messing with this a little earlier, I wanted to do it with a deep red. So then I'll fill in my deep red, then I'll go ahead and deselect it, and there we have our brand new line art. Take away the background and it is transparent. From there we can go ahead and lock it. You can mess around with whatever color you want. Start a new layer and put in a skin tone here and start laying in some color. And so that is just a quick demo of how you go ahead and make your line art, get a transparent line art for if you scan it in. You can find more of my examples of my art over on my Tumblr or my DA. They're both under RatGIrlStudios, and I have the links down in the description along with my Twitter, though I don't really check that too much. You guys can go ahead and leave questions here or comments on tutorials you'd like to see in the future, or you can send them to Tumblr or DeviantArt. Doesn't matter. I try to answer all of them when I can. Overwhelmed. So I hope you learned something from this and enjoyed.